Johnny, I'm dying. Dying.
No. You're gonna be alright, Diz.
Good morning, Super Earth! Helldivers and Starship Troopers go hand in hand like bacon and eggs, so it's about time we had something to tickle our testicles with regards to the Easter egg of planets in this game. Hey everyone, my name's Dino the Casual Diver, and today we're going to be theorising a recent data mine that suggests an event is coming to the planet we all know too well, named Klendathu. Let's go! It's no secret that Helldivers 2 is heavily modelled alongside movies such as Aliens and Terminator. However, the immersion lies within the movie Starship Troopers, a dystopian future overrun by a military government where society has been brainwashed into living under a managed democracy, and that serving your planet in genocidal combat across neighbouring planets within the known universe is your way of gaining citizenship, a status earned which grants you your rights like voting and procreation. One of the opening sequences of Starship Troopers has Ratchak set the scene for the United Citizen Federation, and it can be directly related to the universe of Super Earth. Speaking of universes, Pilstead tweeted a list of IPs that interested him after an article suggested that Helldivers 2 and Trench Crusade were potentially collaborating. However, Pilstead suggested these were just musings, and then there were some IPs that he'd love to take on. Onto Helldivers or separate projects, I don't know, but it's clear across the board that Starship Troopers is a particular IP that piques interest and relevance with the developers. Shared online via X, IronSights has provided us with some images depicting what he says is an event planet named Klendathu. For anyone that isn't in the know, Klendathu is a play on the name Klendathu. That's the homeworld of the Arachnids, the antagonist creatures within Starship Troopers, which is also a name used to identify the bugs in Helldivers, along with the name Terminator, that's the inspiration behind the AutomaToms. Mashed together, we get the name Terminids. That took a minute, and I do apologise. What's interesting is that Klendathu has two phases, it seems. Initially, the planet is met without anything orbiting it, to an after phase that then shows the planet having its own Saturn-like ring around it. It's difficult to not connect the name of the planet and the asteroid belt to Starship Troopers, because in the movie we learn that an alleged projectile from the Bugs world has made its way across the whole galaxy and made impact with Earth, although we all kind of know it's actually Carmen's fault. However, the Federation are quick to determine that it must have come from the Bug world and that it was an intentional attack in the efforts to end mankind. Now, what do we have to theorise on what Klendathu can bring to the game with it being an event planet? Well, it has to be special. For the significance of its name alone and it being allegedly an event planet, it needs to be important. But why does the blue planet appear in the first place? I mean, we can speculate many different things, but I can only assume it's going to do with the Illuminate arriving. With this planet appearing bang next door to KD2, it leads me to think that Arrowhead have something big planned. Considering many of us divers have been asking for more interesting battles, it wouldn't be far from realistic to maybe assume that the introduction of the Illuminates would take place on KD2 while maybe fighting the Terminids, at least due to the location being in the northeast sector. So, why the two phases? And what causes a cluster of space stuff to orbit a planet? I asked Grok and I got a few answers, but the one that stood out the most to me was this one. Dusty Disco.
Pure Colombian disco shit.
Leftover bits from planet formation or impacts create a dance of dust and ice. And well, the first thought that comes to mind is planetary bombardment, with regards to the formation of the ring at least. I would think that the phase represents either success or failure of defending the planet. With Mars just sitting between Super Earth and KD2, it would make sense for this planet to hold an important role in the coming invasion of Super Earth. That's right, I think Super Earth's going to be invaded. I made a video on it, it's in the description down below. One theory I have is KD2 is going to require a particular major order to be completed in a certain amount of time that determines the end result of a planet. I think maybe a nuke being detonated inside the planet to destroy, I don't know, the bug's nest or helping capturing a Queen Terminid would make sense if the end result is planetary debris being shot into the atmosphere that would then cause a ring to emerge around the planet. That to me would fit rather well, considering the movie has a nuke knock out a large portion of the Arachnid population while also leading to the troopers capturing, in this case, the brain bug. Super Earth saves the day, managed democracy reigns supreme once more, and procreation forms for everyone. Maybe. That about wraps up my thoughts on the coming Klendathu planet event. If you have any yourself, leave them in the comments section down below. I also stream over on Kick on Twitch. If you fancy those details, they'll be found in the description box. And I guess until next time,